So how do you make your Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok videos really pop and actually stand out from everybody else? Well, if you ever watched one of my videos on this channel, you know that as a family, we love to pursue adventure and go to crazy places and do crazy things. But really the reason that any of our videos are fun to watch is that we always try to get videos of things in a unique way that makes you go like, wait, how the heck did they do that? So if you want people to look at your TikToks, your Instagram Reels, your YouTube videos, or whatever, and scratch their heads and think, man, I wish my phone did that too, then this video is for you, even if you don't consider yourself like a video person. So first, let me introduce you to what a camera slider is. A top-of-the-line camera slider system like the one before you will take your videos from chow to wow. Gone are the days of your grandfather's video cameras. Now our videos move through time and space so that we are in control. The power is in your hands. Okay, that's enough of that. I really love this slider and it gets some really cool and dynamic videos, but anytime I try to take it with me on a trip, I get some really weird looks. So instead, I have this little guy. This is the YC Onion chocolate cheese slider. It's this tiny little slider. Full disclosure, YC Onion sent me this for free to play around with, but if it sucks, I'll still tell you. But first things first, what the heck kind of name is YC Onion Chocolate Cheese Pro Slider? Like, that's gotta be the weirdest name for a thing like this, right? Well, it's actually pretty simple. So the company is called YC Onion, the slider part is called the chocolate, the motor here is called the Cheese Pro, and the pan head, which you can get also, which spins the camera, is called the Burger. So the first time I heard about this company, I thought it was super weird, but then I saw that their mission statement on their website talks about how all of their products are named after food, because like food, their products cross cultural boundaries and they want them to be approachable. I see what you did there, YC Onion. Nice. So between the chocolate, the cheese, the burger, the hot dog, the bun, the waffle, the pudding, the toast, the lolly, the coconut, and even the lasagna, it looks like they've got the world's best potluck going on at YC Onion, and I'm here for it. So there's your appetizer, let's jump into the main course. If you're watching this, it's possible you're not a professional videographer, but you probably love getting awesome shots to post on social media. So this is a tool that we've found that is snack sized, it fits easily in a backpack, and it goes with us wherever we are in the world to get those really cool, unique shots that no one else is getting. So instead of being stuck here in the studio, let's take this thing out into the wild and make some cool stuff. So using this slider and this delicious little burger, we're gonna throw together some really cool social media shots that will totally set you apart from the competition. The first shot we're gonna look at is the parallax shot, where the camera just kind of moves sideways across the scene. And essentially what this is gonna do is separate your foreground stuff from your midground, from the stuff way in the distance, and it's gonna give you this really good feeling of depth in your picture. Now the trick to this, to get a really tasty shot, is to have it close to something that's right in front of you, that as it comes around, reveals something behind it, and you'll get something that's just awesome. Next, I really love playing with time in my videos. You know, like just having slow-mos and having time lapses brings a new kind of dynamic into your video. And using this thing right here makes it so that your camera moves through time. It's not just like time moves around it. You know, it gives it a whole different feeling. I genuinely don't know how you would ever do this without a slider. I also am gonna add this cool little burger pan thing onto it so that the camera itself can pan as it gets the time lapse. It's gonna be really cool. All right, are you hungry for more? We've got to dig into one more. This is pushes and pulls, and it's actually happening right now. You're pushing in to this scene, which creates kind of an excitement or an energy in the clip. And whether it's a time lapse where it's pushing forward or it's just a little bite-sized clip, it makes a huge difference being able to push into something. We've gotten some really sweet videos so far, but I'm gonna be honest, there's kind of an issue with this thing that because it's so portable, it only moves like a foot. But there is a way to get around that by having it on a tripod and using its kind of double distance feature where the whole thing moves and the camera moves. But to be really honest, it's just not possible with a full-size camera. Even with like the best travel tripod you can buy, the whole thing tips over and it just falls apart. But I've got an idea, chew on this. If you put in this little battery pack, thread on this phone here, get it going, and then you've got a full double distance shot that's gonna go the whole length of what you want it to do, and there's no fear of it falling over, it just works. Lastly, I wouldn't unwrap this thing for every shot, but it does make it a little bit more digestible, and it adds that special extra little sauce to make it just a really cool shot. Instead of just having a camera like stopped, taking pictures of my kids being crazy, you can get a really cool moving shot. And actually, I even flipped this burger so that it does a tilt motor instead of a pan motor, and now you can get some really cool shots that all of this stuff fitting in your backpack would get you, you wouldn't get otherwise. So hopefully you've enjoyed these extraordinary videos out here on location, but we're about to go back to the studio and just try some totally ridiculous things with it just to see what happens, because it'll be fun. And I'll tell you what I think about it, which, to be fair, honestly might not be what you think. We'll see. Also, my wife says I'm starved for attention, so there might be some more food puns. We'll see. Okay, before we jump in and tell you what I think about this thing, we're gonna take a minute and play Experimental Kitchen and just mix it up and do some really weird stuff with this thing, all right? Let's get strange. I call this one the vertical cheese grater. The drive-through. This is so dumb. Oh gosh! This is the light beer. Get it? Light beer. This one, for some reason, is called the Gimbal Gumbo. This is the #2 combo. My wife thinks it's the dumbest idea I've ever had, and that's why it's the big old #2. But hey, it works, like the two are, okay. Here's the scoop. I like it, I don't really love it. Honestly, I'll be using the longer hot dog slider way more because of the length, but if I were to own only one of them, I'd probably use a longer version of the chocolate cheese, which I just don't have. Now, if only these two sliders could make a baby, like a chili cheese dog or something like that, I think it'd be perfect. Also, I recently took this on a trip all over South America to really give it a solid taste test, and I actually found myself using the manual mode of this way more than using the electric motor with the camera. And I think that's just because of how much quicker it is to set up, but also, to be really honest, the app is super buggy. So I'll use it, and it's a great compact slider, but I would suggest getting the 70cm one, or at least the 52cm one. This is the 40 to get the best bang for your buck. Okay, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more adventures. Also, don't stop now. You're on a roll. Check out this video right over here next. Keep going. A top-of-the-line camera slider system like the one before you through time and space to get such a delectable and incredible... No. The power is in your hands. I hate myself.